Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a new video. I'm gonna do a review on the third and final palette of the Norvina collection. It's been a really long time since I've filmed a video. It's 2020 now, and this is the first time that I'm sitting to do my new videos. And I know it's been a very long time since it has come out, but I ordered late. Then I took a few days off and now I'm back, and this is my first video of 2020. I'm filming the first video. A video is already up on my channel of 2020. So yeah, there are a few more products that I have to try from 2019, and that will be maybe next or after that, because next video I'm gonna do best of 2019. So today it is gonna be the review on this collection. They have two more smaller palettes, but I didn't actually feel like buying those two, because there are very similar colors which are already there in this big palettes, and you don't need to buy those two small palettes. If you don't want to buy these palettes, then you can go with the two smaller palettes. It is a 9 pan palette. 9 pan papa It is a 9 pan palette, and this is around 25 pan palettes. So even the price point might differ, obviously, because this is a very huge palette and that is a very small palette. So anyways, if you're wondering, I was shaving actually my face, and I kind of did hurt myself and it was kind of bleeding. So yeah, this ugly band-aid. Anyways, and guys, please ignore if there is any noise in the background. I swear I really can't help it. There are few people who make a lot of noise. I simply can't do anything about it. I'm really sorry. So this is what the palette looks like. I actually love the third palette a lot. It is a very pretty beautiful palette. I just wish this palette, the third volume, was available everywhere. It is actually not available everywhere. It is only available in Sephora US, online and in stores. But here in Middle East, if you are in Middle East, it is available on glamazil.com, and I think it is available even on estilo.com. So from there I actually purchased, and I honestly don't know about other websites. Yes, Anastasia UK website also has this palette, so if you want you can check it out. But this palette is really good for people who want a one palette which has every colors, which you can use for everyday purpose, which you can go from day to night kind of look. This is a really good palette. So this is how the palette looks. There are really beautiful butterflies. Even the photo shoot that Norvina had done, that was also full of butterflies, and it was a really good photo shoot. Anyways, so this is the palette. As you can see, there are a lot of neon colors. There are a lot of, I think there are all colors except black. Black is not there in this palette. I think if that was there, I think it would be a complete palette. And as you can see, there are only 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, I think there are 7 shimmer shades in this, and there is one shimmer shade that you can use it for your inner corners, and there is a whole lot of purple, pinks, yellows, greens, blues, browns in it. So it is, I think, a complete palette. But a black was, a black makes a palette really complete, because not everyone loves the liquid liners. You can use a black eyeshadow to do your eyeliners. It looks really good. Actually, the eyeshadow you can use as your eyeliner, it looks really good, and I love how natural it looks. If you don't want a very bold look with a liquid eyeliner, you can obviously use a black matte black eyeshadow. But I hope just that was there. But if you have the other two palettes, if you have any other palette which has a good black eyeshadow, I think you can use it. Yeah, black is something that it is not that important, but I think it makes a palette complete. I'm sorry if you can hear that. I don't know who is shouting. People scream a lot I don't know why, for no reason they scream a lot. And as you can see, it has a huge mirror. Huge, I mean huge than my face. Now quickly I'll tell you the price. The price is same in US, it is for $60, and here in Middle East, in Dubai, it is for 369 dirhams. So if you want, you can check it out. The first and second palette is already available on Sephora Middle East, but the third palette is not available. It is available on Glamazil, and I think even on Estilo. So if you want, you can check it out. I'll put the link in the description below, so it would be helpful for you guys. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina Pro Pigment Volume 3. It is an artistry palette featuring 25 deluxe size high performance shades with a stunning. This is autumn theme, so that is why the palette is more of a peachy orangish color. It has all the autumn kind of colors, and it is a very beautiful palette. That is why it has a lot of browns and orange peaches in it. So I think most people love those kind of tones for eyeshadows because it is not that loud. It looks natural on your eyes. So in this palette, it is written the shade A2, A3, A5, B3, B4, B5, C2, C3, C4, D1, D2, D4, D5, E1, E2, E3, E5 are not indented. That is almost all the pigment shades are not recommended to use around the immediate eye area, and few of the shimmer shades are also not recommended to use around the immediate area. But I just have one problem. I even said in the earlier videos, there is nothing, if it is wrong to, if it is dangerous to use around your eyes, they might be saying just because it will stain your eyelids, because these are pigments and it will stain your eyelids. I used the first eyeshadow palette, I had used my eyeshadow base, I had used my Tarte Shape Tape, but still the pink color had stained my eyelids. So I just want you guys to be careful about those things, because these are pigments and this has neon oranges and browns and yellows, so it will stain your eyelids. So please use a very good eyeshadow base which has a color. I usually use concealer because I think it is the best eyeshadow primer, and you get a good, it makes a good canvas on your eyes to do eyeshadow. So I think you should use a concealer, good thick concealer which hides all the veins, and you just get a plain canvas to do your eyeshadow. So I think, yeah, I just wanted to let you know. It includes a wide range of bold, vibrant, high pigmented autumn inspired colors, and this is mostly for people who do makeup on a very high level. I mean, not high level in the sense, they do different type of eye looks. They have, who do creative eye looks. This palette I can use every day, but the first and second palette I'm not gonna use every day, you know what I mean. And it is formulated without gluten, parabens, and cruelty free and vegan. Yeah, that was all for this palette. I just wish this was the only problem, I wish it was available everywhere so everybody could try out. But if you are interested in third palette, surely if you have any of your relatives who stay in US, who are going on a vacation, if you're going on a vacation to US, you can simply ask them to buy it for you, to get it for you. I think that is the only way you can. And I think even Anastasia, I think they ship internationally everywhere, so even that you can check out. So yeah guys, before starting the video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a video. The link is there in my description below, so you can check it out. You can check out my husband's gaming channel, subscribe to him also. And yeah guys, I can see that almost 78% of people are not subscribed to my channel and they still watch my video. So guys, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to my channel. And only I think around 25 or 20% of the people who are subscribed to my channel watch my video. So guys, what are you doing? I know I'm not posting a lot of videos, I was not consistent, but still help your girl out, please. So 78% of you people, please subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be consistent. Surely it is my goal to be really consistent on YouTube and Instagram. Yeah guys, let's go and do all the swatches, and then we'll do an eye tutorial, and then I'll give you my final thoughts about it. So I'll do the swatchy. So starting with the shade A1, it is a neon yellowish green color. Nice swatch. Then we have the shade A2, which is a neon orange color. Then we have the shade A3, which is more of a caramel brown color. Then we have the shade A4, which is a parrot green color. Then we have the shade A5, which is much darker than the shade A2. Then we have the shimmer shade B1, which is more of a bluish color. It looks really nice on camera. Then we have the shade B2, which is more of a green color. Then we have a neon pink, which is B3. Don't mind these swatches. If the swatches are not good, it doesn't mean it is not gonna perform good. I'm bad at swatching, maybe. Then we have the shade B4, which is more of a purplish color. Then we have the shade B4, which is a really nice natural brown color. Then we have the shade C1, which is a shimmer shade. You can use this shade. It is more of a light goldenish type of color. You can use this for your inner corners. Then we have the shade C2, which is more of a reddish neon color. Then we have the shade C3. As you can see, there is a lot of browns and peach and orangish because it is more of an autumn theme based. Then we have the shade C4. This is a really gorgeous color. Then we have the shade C5, which is more of a shimmery green color. Then we have the shade D1, again a brown color. Then we have the shade D2. This is a very pretty shimmer shade. Then we have the shade D3, which is again a green color. Then we have the shade D4. I don't know whether it is a shimmery color, but it has a little bit of a sheen to it. Then we have the shade D5. This is also a really nice color. D2 and D5 is very similar. I wish there was two different colors. They both seem very similar. Then we have the shade E1. Then we have the shade E2. This is a very beautiful brown color. All three palettes have beautiful brown colors. I can't explain how rich and good the brown colors are in all three palettes. Then we have the shade E3, again a neon peachy orangish color. Then we have the shade E4, which is a classic yellow color. Then we have the shade E5, which is a purplish shimmer shade. As you can see, these are the swatches. The swatches are really good. The color D2 and D5, it looks different on the screen, but it is very similar. I just wish there were two different colors. Maybe a copperish brown shade, it would look really good, but I prefer D5 over D2. So these are the swatches. They are pretty good. Now quickly I'll zoom you in and then we'll do a quick tutorial. It was not going to be a quick tutorial, it is going to be a long video because I do a detailed eye look for it and then I'll give you my final thoughts about it. So I'll just zoom you in. I had actually got these palettes from Beauty Bay, so I had got a smaller eye primer. This is their new eye primer. It is a very pigmented primer and it is more of a whitish kind. So let's see, we'll try it out today. I don't know what I want to do for my eye look, but yeah, let's see. So I'm just gonna take a little bit because I don't know how pigmented this is. I actually want to buy the P. Louise base, but I don't know whether they ship here, and even if they ship here they might charge a lot for shipping charge and I don't want to pay shipping charge. It's like the product is very cheap and the shipping charge is a lot, and this is too white. I don't actually like to use such a light base. I am actually waiting when the Amrezy Anastasia palette is gonna release. I was just wishing when the year starts, then there are going to be a lot of releases, but there are actually not a lot of eyeshadow palettes that are releasing, and I was wishing that Huda Beauty would actually do some new eye palettes, but she came out with the melted eyeshadows, and I am not that a big fan of liquid eyeshadows. Yeah, once in a while it is okay. Anyways, I hope the Amrezy palette releases soon here. I honestly don't know what I want to do, but I want to use the shade D5, that is for sure. I might go for a more orangey brown color because obviously that is the only thing that is standing out in the palette. I think firstly I'm going to use the shade E3, which is more of a neon, I don't know how to explain that color, but it is a very neon peachy orange color, and I'm gonna put this maybe on my entire lid. I think the favorite palette from all will be the second and third one. I'm not a big fan of purple. The blue one was really good. It was a rich blue palette, and even this palette is a really good palette, but this is a pigment palette, so not everyone is gonna use the pigments every day. As you can see, it is blending really nicely. I still have to try the Anastasia Kali Bible and Jackie Aina palette, that maybe I'll do tomorrow, and it will be up after the best of 2019, because there is only one or two palettes which is gonna be in best of 2019, because I don't use a lot of eyeshadow palettes on a daily basis, because honestly I don't go anywhere. I don't use an eyeshadow palette on a regular basis. I love this color. Now on a much detailed brush, I am going to take the shade A5, which is much deeper orange color, and I am going to do that on the outer corners. As you can see, there is a lot of difference in the colors. I know you people must be tired of my half cut crease, but I don't know, somehow I love the way it looks. I actually want to try out the full cut crease, and yeah, we'll do that soon. I need to practice that a little bit, and then we'll do. So I'm just stamping this color, and these colors are really going very well on my eyes. I'm just going to blend also as I am packing the colors. I think now I am going to take the shade E2 just a little bit, and I am going to put this in the outer corner, because this will give me a little bit of depth that I want. We'll just blend the colors. Now quickly we'll do a cut crease, and then we'll do a shimmer eyeshadow, and then again we'll deepen our outer corner. So I'm taking the same eye primer. I think there is hardly anything because it is so mini. I think it has only 2 ml. It has only 2 ml. So I'm going to take my Wet n Wild brush, the same technique that I do all the time. Now where the line that I got as my reference, I'm just gonna fill that with my concealer. Sometimes when you sit after a very long time to do the videos, words actually don't come out of your mouth. I don't know why, and I don't know, somehow I prefer my normal concealer. This is much more I think thicker than the concealer. And guys, please do this step very slowly, because it can spoil your eye look. And this is my actual crease, as you can see, and I'm going a little bit above, because if I do my crease only till here, I won't be able to see the eyeshadow. So usually I go a little bit above. Oh my god, few days back it was raining so much. There was water filled everywhere, and it was kind of thundering a lot. I mean, a lot. So now quickly I'll just use my setting powder just little bit to just set my concealer because it is kind of tacky. So I'm just setting a little bit. For my shimmer shade, I am going to use the color D5. This is the color. As you can see, it is a very pretty color. Now just where the matte shade is meeting with the shimmer shade, I'm going to use the shade D4. I don't know whether it is a shimmer shade or not, but it is looking very pretty. This just gives it a gradient effect, so it actually looks nice. And this is not a very shimmery shade. I think it has little bit of sheen to it. So this is how the eye look is looking. Now quickly we'll just deepen up the outer corner. I'm going to use the shade E2, which I had used earlier, and I'm just going to pack on the outer corner. And as I am packing, I'm also going to blend the colors, and till maybe in the inner corners above the shimmer shade, I'm going to use the shade E2 with a pencil brush, and I'm going to take it till the inner corner. But first we'll do the outer corners. Now I am taking a pencil brush and I'm taking the shade E2, and I am just going to take this brown color, put it like this till the inner corners. First I'll just map out where I want the brown color, and then we will blend it with a different pencil brush so it doesn't look harsh. I'll quickly just use the shade D2 on top of D5, but I don't know why, but this is not looking as vibrant. Now this is the eye look that I'm going for. Now quickly off camera I'll complete my left eyes. I'll do the rest of my face, and then we'll do a lower lash line, inner corners, and we'll actually be done. So I'll be back in a few minutes. So guys, I did complete the left eyes. I did my entire face. So this is what I am going for. Now quickly we'll do a lower lash line. I just took the shade E2 on my lower lash line and then blended with the shade E3, and then for the inner corners I have used the shade C1. So quickly I'll do that. It is not gonna be a long thing, so yeah, let's just do that. It is gonna be a fast forward. Guys, this is the eye look that I am going for. Now quickly I'll do my eyelashes because it takes a really long time, and I'll be right back and then I'll give you my final thoughts about it. So guys, this is the final look. I have used the lipstick from Huda Beauty. I have used this shade Promotion Day. I think I've done a bold look for the first palette, then second one I did a very bold blue look, so I went with a nude, but I thought today red would look really good with the eye look, so I went with that. So yeah guys, I'm pretty happy with the palette. Honestly, I don't have any problem with this palette. Honestly, I think even if you don't have a black eyeshadow in this palette, it is really okay. I'm pretty happy how the eyeshadow really worked well. I have used this shade on my eyes, but I don't know whether on camera or I don't know, it is not as metallic and shimmery I mean, it is not that reflective, but the shade C1 is very reflective, which I've used in my inner corners and for my brow bone. In all, I really love the palette. Honestly, I wouldn't suggest these palettes because it is a very costly palette. But if you want one palette from all these three, I think this Norvina Volume 3 is really great because it has a lot of browns and peach colors, which people generally use it because it is not that bold. It gives a very natural look. Yes, there are a lot of neon oranges and peaches, but there are a lot of brown colors which you can use. And if you want to add just a pop of color, there are a lot of pop of colors. So I think that this is a really good palette. And the shade, I think E2, the shade E2 is a pretty dark brown color, and you can use that even if you want to do an eyeshadow. You can use that E2 color for doing your eyeliners. I think it would look really good. That is what I have used in my lower lash line, and I am pretty happy. The browns, the dark chocolatey brown colors in all the three palettes is really good. I was so happy with the brown color. I don't know why, but they were very rich and rich brown color. That was really good, and honestly I love the palette. Even before using this, I knew I would love this palette because it has a ton of shades. There were a lot of kickbacks in the shimmer shade. I don't know, somehow there was a lot of kickbacks, but I maybe a bit because it is a pigment. Even the matte shadows had a lot of kickbacks because they are pigments, so I think they might have a kickback. But as you can see, the shimmer shade has kickback. Even this one had a lot of kickbacks. So yeah, this was actually all. I would recommend the third palette if you want to buy. If you don't want to buy, that is totally up to you. I'm not gonna force you guys to buy anything because not everyone wants. And honestly, you don't need to have all the palettes. I buy the palettes because I want to do review. I want my channel to be about reviews and testing new products and doing different eye looks. That is why I do. But even I don't buy all the products. If it speaks to me, then only I buy. But these palettes were really good, and Norvina has a different perception about the palettes that she comes out with. So she is doing something bold for her palettes. I think that is really good because Anastasia don't have a very bold palettes. They have usual 14 pan size, and the colors are not as they are of a very good quality. But something which is very bold, she doesn't do that. So I think Norvina is doing a really great job at doing the palettes. So I think it is a very good palette. I'm highly impressed by volume 2 and volume 3. Volume 1 because I was not a big fan of purple color, but the tones were really good. And volume 2, I think the blue shades were really pretty, and this is also really good. So if you want to buy any palette, you can. And if you don't want to buy, there is no hard and fast rule to buy any palettes. If you have a good eyeshadow palette, I think that is all what you need. So yeah guys, if you like this video, if you like the eye look which I did, so please give a thumbs up and like it and share it with your friends and family. Please subscribe to my channel. Please guys, I really need your help to grow, so please do subscribe, please. So yeah guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.